watching this shit. I'm just talking to, this lens, I guess you people call it. It's not happening because, Duke forgot to get people together for a sketch. It's not for that reason at all. But anyway, we need to talk about.
Hello, this is Duke from Duke It Out, and welcome to another episode of We Need to Talk About. Throughout this series, I've mainly been talking about events happening in WWE. But at the end of January, it was announced that one of the best wrestlers in the world has become a free agent. And that is someone that's in my personal top 5 or top 3 current wrestlers, Kota Ibushi. And he is a man filled with many accomplishments. From taking Canadian destroyers by a blow-up doll to winning almost anything you could possibly win in New Japan Pro Wrestling. IWGP Heavyweight Champion, G1 Climax, New Japan Cup, and Best of Super Juniors winner, along with winning the company's Intercontinental, Junior Heavyweight, Tag Team, and Never Openweight Championship. But over the past year, it had been reported of Ibushi's frustrations with New Japan Pro Wrestling, with them wanting him to work while he was battling injuries and maybe some certain actions by higher-ups that's happening behind the scenes. But his contract with New Japan didn't officially end until January 31st of this year. And pretty soon after, we got some info on what Kota Ibushi will be doing next. Before I begin, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more great wrestling content. Alright, Dad, that thing you're using right now, it's not called Tourette's, it's called dementia. Haha! Miss motherfucker! Oh, fuck! Soon after the announcement of Kota's contract with New Japan coming to an end, there were some appearance announcements from GCW, where he will be at Josh Barnett's Bloodsport and Joey Janela's Spring Break. But still no idea on who he's facing for those events. I know Moxley's gonna be at Bloodsport, so... While it's very cool to see Ibushi get instantaneous bookings, which that would have been pretty obvious, it's Kota f***ing Ibushi, there is another recent announcement he made that could be one of his main focuses. Pretty recently, Kota Ibushi announced in an interview that he was going to be starting his own wrestling school in Japan. He also said in that interview that with him being 40 years old, he wants to take more time to train other wrestlers. He would want it to be a 6-month course, provide meals and housing for everybody, and have it cost 800,000 yen, which is a little more than $6,000 in the United States. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that Kota Ibushi was 40, and with his recent shoulder injury and his surgically repaired neck, it makes sense why he wouldn't want to be as active in the ring as he was a few years ago. But Ibushi also stated that he is wanting to wrestle in the US, so we could wonder if there's a specific company he's going to be a part of. We have seen Kota Ibushi in the WWE before. He was a semi-finalist in the amazing 2016 Cruiserweight Classic, where he had one of my favorite matches ever to this day against Cedric Alexander. So could they be interested in bringing him back? I bet it was probably discussed, but it's a long shot. I'm sure Kota and Hunter got along well, but since Ibushi wasn't interested in signing with them in 2016, I'm sure he's been glad he made that decision ever since. And while a one-match appearance would be really cool, I don't see it happening. Yeah, this one is pretty easy to predict, but I'm sure most fans of Ibushi would agree that he'd be amazing in AEW. Not only can he deliver some great matches with some of their best newer guys like Wheeler Yuta, Jack Perry, or Dante Martin, but he could also bring some more amazing moments with Kenny Omega as the Golden Lovers. Whether Omega and Ibushi were having barn burners and DDT or teaming up to take on Kenny's best friends, their chemistry is some of the best in the business. And since Kota was also wanting to still keep Japan as his main battleground, AEW would be the company to more than likely let him be on a schedule like that, and would still sponsor him as one of the greatest of all time. And there are many people besides Omega in AEW that have a good relationship with him, so I can imagine that deal just running a lot more smoother. And if AEW and New Japan do another Forbidden Door event, it would be hilarious for everyone to look at Kota wondering which side he's on. It's great to see how much Ibushi had planned as soon as his contract was done in New Japan. You can see he has a ton of passion with his developing wrestling school and seems excited to have some time wrestling anywhere he wants to go. He's been one of my favorite wrestlers for years and has had some of the best matches of all time, with people like Kazuchika Okada, Shinsuke Nakamura, or Tomohiro Ishii. And he's more than earned the right to let him take steps for his career the way he wants to do it. I think him appearing in AEW is almost a guarantee for 2023, but regardless, I'm just excited to see him back in the ring and see who we could be building up as the next big star of wrestling. So that was another episode of We Need to Talk About. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and duke out your opinions below in the comments.
When they tell you you can't, you can. And when they tell you don't do it, that's when you should be amplified to do it fucking most. It's Goopy. I be moving slow and steady. Don't think twice about me not being ready. The thoughts are heavy, sinking to the abyssal depths already. But money I see, I do not envy. Paper is nice, but it's not the first target clearly. Ayy, living my life with some purity. Rather be fade to obscurity.